What's up, besties? Welcome back to another Financial Friday. I'm Elaine Michelle, and if this is your very first time seeing me, hey, new bestie, because you just made a new best friend, okay? And I am so excited to have you here on this journey of financial freedom. If this is your very first time, go ahead and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos. Over here on the channel, we really just work together to get each other together, and that's how this whole thing works, and that's how we become besties, okay? We tight like that. Whole community of us. Check down in the comment section. You go see, okay? Today we're going to be talking about saving money, how to save money. And I know this could be one of those things that's like, girl, you know I ain't got the income for that. I ain't got it. Look, I can't save money to save my life. I got you. Today we're going to get into how you can start saving money. So if you're interested, then stay tuned. All right, you guys, I know you probably had conversations with friends and family before, like, I just cannot save money. Like, I just can't save. I used to have those same conversations. I was a avid, like, I would put money up, and then as soon as something happened, and I mean like something like, oh, Sephora got new makeup on sale, I'm gonna go dip into my savings and go buy that makeup. Yeah, I was that girl. It was bad. It was really bad. I had a whole savings account that, it really wasn't a savings account. It was a checking account because I had access to it. And that was the problem. That was one of my biggest problems that I had. I had too much access to my savings account, because if you can just go in and make transfers or just have a debit card and start spending it, is it really truly a savings account? Well, it kind of is, but it's all about the mindset that you use in conjunction with the type of savings account you create. So I wanted to talk about saving money because I know we are getting ready to go into the holiday season. And with everything that's happened this year, I know it's probably really difficult to kind of see how we're going to make things work. It's just been a year, okay? And one of the biggest things from the pandemic that I found was that we were really not prepared as far as savings was. And that was one of the things I walked away with, hoping that I could create some sort of course or class that I could give to young adults and even, single moms, things like that. Like, I wanted to give some foundations and principles on saving, because that is how we kind of fumbled the ball a lot, is what I saw. Now that things are kind of opening back up, people are, starting to make, like, you have to have these payments in. It's been a little bit different for people, and some people aren't able to pay. Now, there was a time where people were receiving unemployment plus additional unemployment from the government, and that was a lot of money. On average, a lot of people were getting between $800 and $1,000. Now, sis, I'm not counting your coins. I promise you I'm not. But in that time frame, you could have made anywhere between $12,000 and somewhere 14, 16, however much you made. But you have to ask yourself, how could I have saved that money? How could I have, truly made a difference? Now, for some people, they needed every single dollar of that money, honey, and I get it. But was there a way that you could have saved something and put something aside? So that's what I want to get into, is, creating some principles, creating some skills, some tools that can really help put you ahead of the game instead of behind. I don't want to see anyone else falling behind because of the lack of understanding of how to save. I was there. I was that girl making a lot of money, and I had $0 in my savings account. And when things would happen, I had nothing to fall back on. An emergency fund is something that can truly be beneficial and help you in those times of need. And I think everyone should have some sort of cushion available. If you can present some kind of payment, people are more apt to help you than saying, I don't have it right now, I'm gonna have to wait, or I'm gonna pay you at this time. They are more apt to say, okay, I'll help you because you've already paid a down payment, or you've done this. And who's to say? I mean, anything can happen, and you need to have some emergency cash on hand. I always talk about my grandma, pulling the money out of her bra, and that was her emergency fund, baby. She'll, pull it out. You need to have you some bra money, okay? Or if you're a guy, maybe, I don't know where guys put their secret money. I don't. Okay, we're not going to get into that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some things that can help you to get started on your savings journey. So the first thing I want you to do is to choose a savings goal based on your budget. Okay, so not based on just these random numbers you're trying to pull out, like, oh, I'm gonna save $5,000. Okay, that's a pretty lofty goal if every month you're not coming up with anything more than maybe $100 to $200. So you want to present something that's actually going to be feasible for you and that you can actually reach. So the best way to do that is by going into your budget and seeing some extra places where you can kind of move some money around. Maybe at the end of your budget, you have that extra $100 left over, right? So take 50 of that. Instead of saying I'm going to pay a bill, do $50 to your savings account and then do the other 50 to debt elimination. So now you're eliminating debt, but you're also creating some savings over here. Now, again, these are just some things to help you. This is not Bible. This is not law. This is just to help you if you're looking for a way to help your savings account grow. I want to help your savings account grow. And I also want to help you eliminate debt, but it's all about the money management piece. See how I threw that all in together? Okay. So make sure you choose a feasible goal for your savings. The second thing is to find a way to eliminate some of your spending. So some of the categories that I have found that have been heavy issues for me was my groceries. I tend to talk about this a lot because when I actually hunker down, I heard that word the other day. Anyways, when I actually hunkered down on my grocery bill, I realized I was just spending a lot of unnecessary money. You have to be honest with yourself when it comes to groceries and eating out, because you don't want to put a whole lot of food in your refrigerator, but you have no time to cook it. So that's a place where you can start with eliminating some of the money that you're spending. Maybe you're spending too much when you go just to the regular store. Like, I know my Target trips can go from a $40 trip to a $200 trip real quick, real quick, if I'm not paying attention. So start paying attention to the spending that you're doing. And that can be by tracking your expenses and your spending. You can use my budget planner, shameless plug. There is a spending tracker in there. So you can track where areas you're spending the most in and seeing ways that you can eliminate that. And then say that money that you're saving, take that over and put it into your savings account. So boom, that money you thought you just had to spend, you didn't even have to spend. You could have been saving it, boo. You could have been saving it for that trip that you want to take when all of this is over. The third thing is to prioritize. And so you want to determine your priorities when it comes to saving. And now I say that because a lot of times when it comes to saving, we will put other things first. Well, I don't want to pay myself. I can't pay myself this time. I'm going to just go ahead and, do this over here. I was watching an episode of The Game, and Chardonnay, she had to make a choice between paying her light bill or putting her $50 to the side for spa today. Now, to some people that may sound kind of crazy. I'm not saying to skip out on the light bill. I'm definitely not saying that. But it's that mindset of saying, I am going to do this for me. This is my goal and this is how I'm going to reach it. So I have to make sure that I save. Even if I'm saving $5, $10, I gotta put that money to the side to get to my goal. So it's by creating those priorities. So first you pay your 4 walls, and then next maybe you make sure you take care of the food and stuff, but maybe don't give yourself an allowance this week because you're going to put that money towards your savings. Or for the next 3 months, no allowance, no extra, extracurricular activities, entertainment money. You're going to put that into your savings to reach your goal. It's all about how you prioritize you. Remember that a savings account is not for anybody else, but for you. It's for you to be able to have the money whenever you need it. So if you think about it, like, it's not selfish. It's just being able to take care of the things that you need for yourself. So the fourth thing is the savings tools. You need to have a set of tools that are going to help you. So some of that is, for me, an actual savings account. Okay, not just a checking account. No, you need an actual savings account. Something that's going to earn you interest, the more money that you save in there, and then just the less access you have to it. Most savings accounts don't come with a debit card or anything like that. You actually have to transfer the money. And if your bank is FDIC insured, you have so many transfers that you can do in a month before you are charged. So with that being said, another thing that you can do is to disconnect your savings and your checkings account. Now, hear me out. Listen, okay? sometimes that overdraw thing can be a hindrance on your progress. If you know that you can just pull from your savings, you don't have to worry about it, you won't be taking as much of a look into your savings account and checkings account balance as you should. It's just a way for you to keep up with your money. So with that, just make sure that you disconnect those two so you're really paying attention to where your money is going, and then it's not taking into your savings. So if you overspend, that's it. You're going to get declined. You don't get a chance to have an overdraft. Now, I know overdrafting can be something that's very, beneficial if a bill comes in that you weren't aware of, but overdrafting can be a crutch or a clutch. Is it a clutch or a crutch? I think it's a crutch because a clutch is a purse. Okay, overdrafting can really be a crutch, and it can be a hindrance to your progress and growth. So make sure you're setting up yourself with success by eliminating some of those things that can be like fallbacks, because you really want to put yourself in the forefront of your savings. You want to make this thing attainable and achievable, and the only way you do that is by really going hard on discipline. And so if you say, this is my savings account, this is a savings account. If you say, this is my checkings account, this is a checkings account. And I am making a firm definition between the two that they don't intertwine. Just try it. Give it a month and see how much more disciplined you'll be by them not being intertwined together. And those are tools that you can use to really help you to get ahead in your savings, because you'll watch your money grow a lot faster. And then again, you'll be earning interest on it as well. You can check into some other ways, savings accounts. There's a lot of other savings accounts that you can get into with your banks and credit unions and things like that. Some of them still have like the Christmas fund. There's a lot of them. So just check with your local banks to see what they have to offer you in regards to saving, maybe your interest rates and stuff like that. You can shop around. Don't be afraid to shop around, okay? Shop around and get the best that you can get so that your money is making money for you. That's T. Last thing we want to do is create some automatic savings. So I know this can be one of those things like, oh, I don't want to do that, but you should really work towards getting to where it's automatic. A lot of times with the manual processes of having to save, it really can be that I don't really feel like doing it this time, or I'll wait till next time, and we talk ourselves out of it just because it's savings and we got other things to do over here. Well, we have to keep our priorities in line. And so this is one of those things that helps set you up for success, is by doing automatic savings. Now, for me, whenever I had direct deposits from my employers, I would just automatically take $100 and pay myself. Now, it wasn't, a big amount, but that $100 added up to a whole lot of after a while. Now, the other thing that I've been doing is using Digit. It's an automatic, for me, I call it my automatic savings, because it takes a certain amount from my daily balance and puts it over there. I've mentioned this before, I'm pretty sure, in a couple of my videos, but I really, really like Digit because it does the work for me and I don't have to worry about it. And it's over there sitting. The other part of that is I can't grab that money very easily. Now, I can do an instant transfer, but it does cost to do an instant transfer. So I have to wait 2 to 3 days. So it gives me that, do I really need this? Do I really need this money? Is this something I really got to do? Those types of things. And it makes me think. So before I do any transferring of the money, it really makes me have to sit down and say, is this something I need? So I really, really like the Digit app for the automatic savings. You guys, I will have a link down below so that you get $5. I get $5 whenever you make your first savings, but you get a chance to go and try it out and see if you like it and see if it's worth it. For me, I think it's worth it because it has helped me save over $3,000. And y'all, I'm like, I looked at that account, I was like, where does money come from? Child, they was saving and I didn't even realize that they was saving. They was doing the work for me, and y'all know I love that. Okay. All right, you guys. So we've talked about ways to help you get started with saving. If you guys have any tips or anything that helped you on your savings journey, share them down below in the comment section, because that's what we do. That's the, bestie way of life. And let us know what helped you get started with saving your money. Don't forget, sinking funds are a great way for you to get started with saving for long-term expenses like your maybe birthdays, maybe you're going on a trip, car insurance, car maintenance. Look into starting some sinking funds, but I would highly recommend you starting with your emergency fund if you don't have anything else. Building your emergency fund based on what you can do, whether that's $500, $1,000, maybe it's 10,000 because you balling like that. Whatever it is, whatever your cushion is, that's where you want to get to, where you always have that money ready and available for you to get in the event something happens. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody eat. I want to see everybody, like, when something happens, oh, okay, I got that. That's where I want people to be at, even if it's just having $100 extra. That's $100 you didn't have before. Don't discredit the work that you're doing, even though it's not a big amount that you feel like you should have. You are right where you're supposed to be, saving where you're supposed to be saving, paying off what you're supposed to be paying off. It's all about how you look at things. The glass is always half full and not half empty. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and I will catch you in the next Financial Friday video. And yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah! KK, bye!